And welcome back to Let's Play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. This time around we're playing as Master Splinter himself, and we are heading into Episode 11, Dinosaur Stampede.
Dinosaur Stampede!
Thank you, Mikey. And yes, we fight off against the Triceratons, who also had a very brief tenure in the 80s cartoon that I did not see. Maybe I should have done more research for this Let's Play. Nah, I don't have the time for that kind of thing. But I am more familiar with them in the original comics and the 2003 series, so I can possibly say, oh boy, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, let's show off his ground super here. Yeah, so Splinter is another high-power character, although unlike Raphael, he's not quite as fast, and his range is pretty middling. He has high-damaging supers, but they have pretty awkward range and hitboxes. Also, we have Triceratons to deal with, and oh boy, that's a lot of them on screen at once. I must have walked over a spawn trigger. I'm doing terrible right now. Oh boy. So, the Triceratons, they have much more health than Foot Clan Ninja do. They have several attacks they can use, the most obvious of which is that they can charge at you, they can pull out those guns and start firing, well, fire at you, and jeez! If you try to do aerial attacks at them, they can stab their horns out to counter you, so unwise idea to do that. Wow, I did terrible. Here is Splinter's taunt. So yeah, Splinter, main thing about him is his attacks, his dash attacks, jump kicks, well not his jump kick I don't think, but his dash attack, flying attack, I don't think has more damage actually, but he does have a stronger dash attack, and he just has generally good power on his moves. I'm not a huge fan of him because of, much like Donatello, he has pretty bad ending lag on a lot of his moves, and his range is pretty awkward on his initial strikes. He needs to, be mid-combo, and oof. I'm doing so bad as him. I should have practiced more before I started recording. Oh well. We need to have one video where I do really poorly. I did well enough on playing as April, so it's not a huge deal. Here we've got green Triceratons. They have half the health of the orange. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Woof. That was a weird bug. Yeah, let's do the... no, I think that was a neutral super. Let's taunt and try to get a dodge super going. Oh, man! I'm just doing terrible right now. There we go. That one actually looks really cool. But, again, dodge super, not super practical. Kind of worse than the typical dodge super because it doesn't home in on enemies. It's just in front of them, and it's entirely possible to whiff with it completely. Like I said, Splinter's supers have pretty good damage, but have awkward hitboxes to work with. This one has basically no vertical coverage, and its horizontal range is not nearly as big as it looks like. And I keep trying to do rising attacks on these guys and just getting horns up my butt for my efforts. Hey, there's another beetle. I'm sorry, disgusting bug. I gotta get the terminology right here. I'm sure the punk frogs would be horribly offended if I misidentified their food. And, yeah, more of these Naginata guys. I think this is the last time we see these guys, actually. Oh yeah, one of the challenges for this level is flying attacks. You also have to defeat several Triceratons using ground attacks, and defeat enemies with traps, which I'm not sure if I'm going to have the opportunity to do that before this level is over. Oh, geez. Might have missed my chance. Hey, new type of collectible here, Crystal Shard. You know, I was almost about to ignore my own advice and do another flying attack there, but then I got hit, so I couldn't do that even if I wanted to. With the Triceratons, when they charge, it's best to not be overly committal with your combos and just do a dodge in the middle. Yeah, and we'll do a super there, take these guys out. Definitely want to use your ninja power here effectively. Yep. Yeah, I was hoping I could hit that sign and then dodge out of the way. Not that it really would have mattered too much anyway. It did not do nearly enough damage to take these guys out, and oof. Yeah, this is where it can get a little tricky if the Foot Ninja and the Triceratons start working together. Okay, dodge this guy. Try and get some of these guys taken out. Man, not doing nearly enough damage here. It would be really nice if Splinter had extra damage on his flying attack like Raphael does. Yeah, we'll just take these guys out with a super and charge up our ninja power for the next fight we get into. Let's break open a couple more bosses here, and we get one of the hot rodding teens from Dimension X. Their actual name are the Neutrinos, but you know. But yes, the neutrinos are in this also. There are 3 of them to find, and the crystal shards that we can collect, those are what the neutrinos want. Now we've got an infinite power pizza here. We can just spam these repeatedly to knock the Triceratons back into this warp gate. As I take some damage. Yeah, it seems like you just have to throw them in the air and they get sucked back into the gate. I better take the health restoring pizza here. Now we have to deal with the field commander of the Triceratons, Captain Zorax. And Captain Zorax is by far one of the most... how shall I say this? He gets a serious glow-up going into gnarly mode. His attacks just become so much worse. Here is his most infamous attack. He calls in a Dinosaur Stampede. At least one of these guys will stick around. There's one. And the most notorious thing about this attack is that not only does it basically prevent you from getting an offense going if you don't have any super meter to use, but he can use it repeatedly. So as soon as one finishes, he can just send out another one. For what it's worth, he never seems to use it when there are already 2 Triceratons on screen, but that's already a big problem in and of itself. So yeah, this is a fight where you really have to choose your openings and not be overly aggressive, or you're just going to take a ton of damage and die. Also, when he calls in a Stampede, the first Triceraton that comes in will pretty much always be launched directly at. There he goes. He's using it again before we even had a chance to clear out the Triceraton that's already been summoned. And this is just where it gets really annoying, because the Triceratons that stick around on screen, they can dash at you repeatedly while there's still a Stampede incoming. And there goes my first death. Hopefully I can get through this fight without dying. I don't think I've commented on it, but if you die, any power in your ninjutsu bar will get drained, so it's very unfortunate if you were just on the cusp of getting some power, or you had one ready to go. Alright, now that we've gotten them out of the way... Oh man, awkward hitbox on that. Yeah, it's very unfortunate when he's on the edge of the screen here, because it makes it extremely difficult to actually hit him. And here's where Splinter's really having some trouble. He's got a laggy dodge that does not cover that much distance. Oh dear. Let's see if I can't get this guy out. Ah. Yeah, oof. This is probably going to be the level I die the absolute most on, just because I do so terrible at fighting the Triceratons and actually managing Captain Zorax. Okay, we've really got to be careful here. This fight is really nasty on arcade mode, where you have like half the health to work with. Oop. Okay, come on. Get this guy out of the way. Okay, there we go. Whoop. Yeah, I'm not sure, like, how the pattern on his fire pistol actually works. Okay, we're getting close to defeating him. Nope. Oh, dear. Alright, I got one more life to work with. Yeah, Captain Zorax, not an easy fight to deal with in the slightest. Oh, come on, Splinter. Okay, I really gotta be careful here. Oh, nope. That is not careful. And like the basic Triceraton goons, he can also use his horns to poke you out of the air. Oof. Not an easy fight by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm taking it on with one of my least favorite characters. Eesh, 8 minutes. Fortunately, that is the worst of it. Yeah, convenient that I got to Splinter at a time where he actually has the end-of-level comment. Now, thankfully, after this, we've got a much easier level to deal with. I did that pretty poorly, because I haven't had a chance to practice this stage recently, so my skills at fighting the Triceratons, especially with a character I'm not a huge fan of to begin with, not exactly the most stellar gameplay you will see of this game. Now, in Episode 12 of It Won't Fly, we've got the Red Foot Ninja returning. I don't recall if there are any new enemies in this chapter. We will be getting a new recurring enemy in the next episode, though. Alright, here we're dealing a lot better. Splinter handles these guys quite a bit more nicely than the Triceratons. Once again, we've got the Scimitar Foot Clan Ninjas. Not too bad to deal. Oh, whoops, already failed the obstacle challenge. You can get rid of these electric currents by just smashing the machine that the wires are hooked up to. Let's just use an aerial super, get those guys out of the way. Don't even want to deal with them. Best to just take them out immediately if you have the opportunity to. Way better than just waiting around for them to upchuck a Mouser. Nope, get away from that. Definitely do not want to get myself blown up here. Alright, we're actually doing pretty well on this stage so far, which is appreciated after the horrible showing I had on the previous episode. Yeah, just hit these guys a little bit after they're already dead. Get some more ninja power going if I'm not taunt spamming. And we'll take this guy down. Nice. Yeah, once you're, like, on top of the enemy with Splinter, his super does do excellent damage. I'm a little unsure about Splinter's unique aspects, because he is the character I've played by far the least in this game, so if I'm misstating anything on how he functions, I don't mean to try and spread misinformation or anything. I just have not had as many chances to play as him, and I was not super thrilled with his gameplay style when I actually did first start playing as him, so, you know. And that was unfortunate. I was not able to hit that guy before he got back up and was able to block. Yeah, this is a really annoying area to fight in because those constant turbines just constantly going. Not super... Oh, there is a new enemy. These guys are super annoying. They cannot be damaged by default. You have to use a move to make them vulnerable by flipping them over. Every character has different moves that will make them vulnerable. Most characters can slide into them, but some characters have to use jump kicks or dash attacks to take them down. And there's not really much consistency to who has to do what to get these guys taken down. Also, this is a very unfortunate combination of enemies. Yeah, let's just focus on... I couldn't get through this one without dying. I was trying to focus on taking them down one at a time, not trying to get too caught up in trying to get combos going. Okay, that one's down. Come on, somebody jump. There we go. Okay, we're in this now. Yeah, unfortunately could not hit that guy with the rising hit, but once we're down to just one of them, it's no big deal. Let me get some ninja power going, just so I have some going into the next fight. Ooh, we got these frost blasters here. They'll freeze you if you walk into them. The big challenge with them, of course, is that it's just a thing that you don't see coming until it's already on screen, so you can take a rather cheap hit in that situation. Yeah, let's just use a super here to take these guys out of the way. That is actually something interesting about Splinter there, is that, okay, his slide does not flip these guys over, so we do have to do a jump kick. I'm not sure if he has any other moves that can possibly flip them. I'm not too interested in messing around with them. I'll just go with what I know works. Hey, got a challenge on defeating robots with jump kicks. Yeesh. Too many of these guys. And we'll take this one down. Good stuff, good stuff. May as well take the pizza before it's off screen. Just gotta meditate a little bit, get my focus. Here's another obstacle that is pretty easy to blunder into, the electric traps? I'm trying to think of a good way to refer to these things. We'll just say they're the electrifiers. Oh, jeez. Okay, managed to get that guy. Let's just... Oh, I did not notice there was an infinite ninja power pizza over here. Well, still got... Oh, hey, actually used that to good effect. Surprising, considering I completely missed that it was there. And we'll just do that, and do that. Actually has pretty decent range. More than I was expecting. Oh, a big downside of it is that it can whiff entirely if you're facing the wrong way. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oof. Okay, he's doing that repeatedly. Doesn't look like Splinter's rising attack does more than... rising attacks are also pretty good at flipping these things over. Ah, so close. Was not able to connect with that before the laser came out. Yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, was not able to take that guy down before he got back up. Nope. Dash attack cannot get him. Some dash attacks can flip them over. I think Raphael's can flip them over. Yeah, these guys are very, very annoying when they mix in with other enemies because it can be hard to actually manage them. And here we've got Baxter Stockman in his fly form. He has not gotten the sudden reversion that he had in Hyperstone Heist. So, Stockman is actually pretty easy and fairly similar to how he was in Turtles in Time, actually. We can do rising attacks to hit him, and after hitting him a certain number of times, he'll come down and try to shoot a laser fist at us. If you leave him alone for a little bit in the air, he will throw out those 3 shots. I was trying to do a super attack there in the air. Unfortunately, too much ending lag on Splinter's rising attack for me to get that out before the laser fist hit me. Okay, so we're entering his second phase of the fight. He'll start throwing out Mousers, and he will call out these laser shooters. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Oh man. As you can see, it flashes yellow when it's going to fire. To dodge when it fires them all at once, there are 2 ways you can dodge it. One is that you can stand between them. There's just enough space to stand between them and not get hit. Alternatively, you can just do a double jump to get over them, but you have to time it very well. Fortunately, when he calls these Mousers, that's an excellent opportunity to hit them. Oop. Yeah, I'd say just double jump repeatedly to avoid these, just in case you're walking into one that as it's firing. Whoop. Ah, that went longer than I was expecting. Whoops. Oh, almost got through that without getting hit. It's funny if he describes your character as that when you're playing as April or Casey. Alright, that episode, not the cleanest clear I've ever had of that, but not bad for playing as a character I'm not really good with, and definitely much better than Dinosaur Stampede. Unfortunately, we did not thwart him in time, and Krang's android body has been reconstructed. I mean, we gotta have a fight against Krang. Game just wouldn't be complete without it.
The old dome has seen better days.
You could say that again, Raphael. It's not exactly in the pristine condition it was in Turtles in Time, or most of the animated series, really. But with that, we actually unlock something interesting to go forward, a warp zone that takes us into Dimension X, where we can take on the Technodrome. Next video, we'll kick some shell. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.